Okay, so this next story has been out for a week now, but people are really starting to ask, why is it taking so long for authorities to release the body cam footage showing Andrew Brown Jr.'s death? The FBI has opened a civil rights probe, and a judge in North Carolina today refused to release the footage. New footage shows North Carolina sheriff's deputies turning down the street. They're piled into the back of a truck. They pull up to his house. Police say they were there to serve a warrant for drug charges. Moments later, Brown was shot and killed. His family has seen a redacted portion of the body cam footage, only 20 seconds worth. Here's how his brother described it to NBC News.
And what did you see?
Execution.
Execution?
Yes.
Describe it.
It's horrific. You know, you see a person trying to get away and the cops shooting at them. You know, that's not right.
Wow. Erica, what did you make of that?
I'm just so sick of seeing black people being shot in the middle of the street, judge, jury, executioner, and then we have trauma porn, like black trauma porn. I can't watch any more black trauma. Like I can't even watch sad stories with black people in them anymore because I've just completely hit my limit. So to see this family grieving, all this protected pain being exposed and exploited in some circles, it just, I'm at a loss. I'm at a complete loss.
Right. Okay, so to help now, we have a lot of questions, right? And I'm reading some of your questions right now, DBL Nation. So to help answer some of those questions, please welcome attorney Gerald Griggs, who is a civil rights attorney. So welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us despite these awful circumstances. What is the holdup with releasing the body cam footage, and why did this judge just refuse to release it?
Well, North Carolina has specialized laws with regard to body cams, and they don't consider them public records, so you have to go through a process to have them released. That's why they had to petition the judge, and the judge made the decision that it's not in the best interest of the investigation to release it. And they said that probably release in 30 to 45 days at the conclusion of the investigation.
Attorney Griggs, thank you for being with us and clarifying that, because I know there's a lot of misinformation out there. So what will it take for the public to see for themselves what actually happened to Andrew Brown Jr., and how important is it that they do?
It's very important. This is why we have body cams, for transparency. And I think what's going to happen is pressure on the legislature to change the law, and pressure from the activists to get transparency, because we really need to know what happened to Mr. Brown. We need all sides of the story to be told to the public so they can have confidence in this investigation. So that's why I believe it's going to take changing law. I believe that there's a bill now in the North Carolina House that would change the law, but we need transparency and accountability, and that starts with releasing the video.
Thank you for being here. In this heightened time, I think people want answers, right? I look at Erica, I see her frustration. Just living every day, I see the frustration. How important is it, though, for the sheriff's department, before they put this video out, to make sure that everything is correct and they have all the information they need before they put it out?
I think to do a thorough and compelling investigation, they do need to interview all the witnesses and make sure they cross all their T's and dot all their I's. But currently, there's distrust with law enforcement. And the purpose of a body cam is not only to protect the citizen, but to protect law enforcement. So I think for transparency's sake, it's time to release the body cam so that everyone can get a clear picture, that emotions can come down a little bit and we can analyze what actually happened. So that's why I think it's important, not only for the citizens, but also for law enforcement, that this tape is released. You've had sufficient time to investigate. I do understand the judge's consideration in this case, but given the heightened awareness of what's happening, of course, what happened in Minnesota, what's happening around the country, it's time for more transparency. There need to be release of body cams timely. I believe 48 to 72 hours after an incident. You can secure your witness statements, but you can also have transparency in the process.
Amen. Well said. Well said, Attorney Griggs. Thank you so much for joining us here in DBL and helping us better understand what's going on with this case. We appreciate you.